Hey guys, welcome back to the channel Everyday Carry for the Everyday Guy. So it is November, which means it is holster review month. I'm going to be starting off with the Denals outside the waistband holster. This was sent to me by Michael Jansen at Denals. I really do appreciate it. I've been running this, or I tested it for quite a while. It's a very nice holster for outside the waistband carry. Is concealable as well, which is very important. What I'm going to do differently is I'm going to still cover my usual concealment, comfortability, and retention. And then I'm going to add in a section called things to note. That is sort of like a buyer's guide, things that you might want to know about the holster before you purchase, or things you might want to ask the supplier of the holster when you do buy it. Yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Let's get into it. We're going to be doing a full month of holster reviews, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I think I'm probably going to be filming all day. Good things. Let's have a look. So guys, let's talk concealment. White t-shirt on, fairly fitted t-shirt, and as you can see, pretty much, happy days. So I'll do a full rotation for you, and concealment here is really good for an outside the waistband holster. I'm very impressed. I'll explain why in a second, but first I'm going to tuck my shirt in so I can show you the holster a bit more. So guys, I've tucked my t-shirt in and you can really see this thing really presses into my body. It's super tight on the ability to pull this way. Now, there are some reasons for them. It's mainly based on the clips, but I'll show you that a little later on, how tightly the belt and the clips or the belt loops sit on each other or towards each other. But for an outside the waistband holster, it really tucks into your body real nice. Remember, I'm also carrying the Magpul gel enhanced magwell, so that does add, like, I'd say 3 millimeters of extra bulk. So the fact that I can conceal with this magwell on really does tell you that you've got a very concealable outside the waistband holster. As always guys, my firearm is empty, as is the mag. I will from time to time press check it, just because that is something that I've sort of built into a habit. Concealment, 100% for an outside the waistband holster. You're going to struggle to find a better level of concealment. This is, it does a really good job. Comfortability, sitting down, standing up. The thing is, guys, outside the waistband strong side holster is always going to be way more comfortable than inside the waistband holster, simply because you have nothing tucked inside your waistband. So comfortability, standing up, moving around, it's 100%. You can't get more comfortable. If you are a guy who wants a comfortable holster setup, you're not going to find a more comfortable way to carry than outside the waistband. And if you want to carry outside the waistband and still conceal, definitely give the guys at Denals a look in. Retention, it's so nice, eh? Like, have a listen. It's got such a nice click. I find that most of the outside the waistband holsters, especially when it's only catering for the firearm without a light attachment, you do really get a really nice click. This holster is almost scientifically designed. I don't know if you guys remember, I did a review on Carter Custom Carries also, which is popping up in the screen right now, and I said it was a work of art. If that was a work of art, this is a work of science. I'll show you a little later on some close-up pics of the setup, but it's so perfectly and methodically designed that you really understand that these people are pretty much high-level experts in what they're doing. Super comfortable, super concealment for an outside the waistband holster. I could not ask for more. Okay guys, so let's talk things to note on the Denal outside the waistband holster. First off, one thing I really want to talk about is the attention to detail on this holster. Just have a look at this. Have a look at that edge. That edge is polished almost to a point where you actually can't really tell that it's two pieces of Kydex. Perhaps over there you could see the join, but have a look at how perfectly that edge is polished. And even that opening, each side is measured exactly correctly. Just a very scientifically, almost perfectly created holster. You can obviously adjust the cant by adjusting these clips. You can see how I've adjusted mine. But this holster is so well made. It's just so solid. The Kydex is perfect. In the beginning, I spoke to Michael Jansen over at Denals, and I asked, like, is this like machine made? Because it just molded so expertly. It fits together so perfectly. The firearm slides in so smoothly. You hardly hear it and sliding in until you get the retention click. Now the retention on this is adjustable by that little screw over there. You tighten and you loosen it, and that is how you adjust the retention. And ultra impressed. It's an outside the waistband also, so it kind of is what it is. It's not going to be for everybody. I don't carry outside the waistband, but this holster is really nice. If you want to buy a holster for the range where you do carry sort of open carry outside the waistband, it's a very, very cool and well-made setup to carry. I know these are still very, very popular here in South Africa and pretty much all over the world. There isn't really too much negative or too much to put you off this. If you are someone who carries an outside the waistband position, I would say you probably tried the Denals, and if you haven't, you should definitely give them a look. Their holsters are really well made, extremely well designed. The inside is nicely polished, doesn't scratch or scrape, and you get that smooth draw and that smooth retention. It's so nice, really cool holster. I want to say thank you to the guys at the Denals for sending this to me, especially Michael Jansen. He's been like a wealth of information. He knows a lot about holster manufacturing. So if you are unsure about getting yourself one of these, chat to him. I will leave links to everything down below in the video description. The Denals outside the waistband also, it comes in this really cool packaging. It's like this sort of rubberized plastic, which is really cool, and it's got like a Ziploc type situation. Very nice packaging. Packaging is really important, as you know. I've said this many times, but this holster, man, for an outside the waistband holster, really nice, very well made, perfect molding to such a high standard, super impressive. That's it, guys. Really good holster. I hope you appreciate the review, and I hope you appreciate the guys that make this, because they're doing an amazing job. I'll see you guys soon. I'll see you next week for another holster review. Have a good week. Cheers. God bless.